I cut off all the lights because I just heard gunshots. And I wanted to look out the window. On the side of the window, of course, you would never want to go up to the window. But my husband and my daughter are on their way home, and I just wanted to let my husband know to be careful when coming into the house. Like, real talk, y'all, like, I'm really like climbing on the floor, crawling on the floor rather. I'm kind of nicked up. I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm only like that because my husband and my daughter are not home. I just wanted y'all to hear that they are still shooting. I just wanted y'all to know I'm not tripping, like, because you can hear, like, you can literally hear it so well, like, it's, like, close. And I didn't see any fireworks. Like, that's the thing, is, like, you know, sometimes you, like, mistake gunshots for fireworks. And I don't want to look out the window again because my husband was mad. I called him to let him know to be careful. And he was like, why would you get in front of the window? Like, I was like, I'm not in front of the window. I went incognito. I cut all the lights off. They still doing it. The TV. Oh, maybe they are fireworks. I felt like I heard that little end splash from the firework. Okay, maybe this was nothing. Huh?
You go to the window when you hear a gunshot?
No, I don't. I went to the side. I know what to do.
To the side of the window?
You go to this side of the window right here. Like, I wasn't in front of the window. I had my eye a little bit peeked into the one blind.
So if a bullet came through it, then
it wasn't gonna come through there. So this is the camera that I use for like little short vlogs on Instagram and my pictures. But I want to start using that for the footage for this particular vlog channel. However, something I messed up. It's now on video, but I messed up something, the settings somehow. So it won't zoom out any further than this. This is as far as it'll zoom out. So of course you can see, like, I'll be up in the camera looking crazy. So you guys don't know how excited I am that I finally got my camera to work. Clearly I just needed some time. So we are done with vlogging on our cell phone most of the time. And it is clear that somebody is feeling a lot better. Yes, 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 yes. And hopefully you guys will appreciate the better quality footage. Oh my gosh, y'all, I bought this beautiful picture frame situation. So I purchased it from Hallmark. I ordered it about 2 weeks ago, and I got all of our cross-country pictures ordered. So this is me here in Utah in front of Monument Valley when we're crossing into Monument Valley. This is us at White Sands National Park. This is us. My husband and I hiked the Delicate Arch at Arches National Park. And that is of course in Moab. So we had an amazing time cutting up in Moab, which happens to be one of my favorite places, and I cannot wait to go back. So these are the rest of our photos from our cross-country trip that we loved. Loved. So guess what? I got the camera to work. So I'm getting ready for bed, and I am reading my Bible, and I wanted to share with you guys Psalm 103, but I just wanted to go over a little bit of what I was reading before I go to bed, because it really touched me, especially with the Black Lives Matter movement. The election is coming up, and here goes. So Psalm 103 Verse 6 says, "The Lord executeth righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed." Also a little daily devotion that reads, "Without the burden of afflictions, it is impossible to reach the height of grace. The gifts of grace increase as the struggles increase." Knowing that there are some people out there that are ignorant, and we have to look past their ignorance and walk in our faith. And I think that's just pretty much sums it up. So good night. So Trinity got her first job at a KFC in June of this year, but she's figuring out that she wants to do more retail, so I'm just helping her with her application for Target, and I'm just discussing with her the more descriptive that she can be and using proper English and writing full sentences and things like that in her role descriptions, how it makes her stand out better than the rest. So that's what we're working on. Good morning, folks. I am headed to Target, where I'm at Target. I have quite the busy week today, starting with laundry. I'm washing all the sheets that I had on my bed and all that stuff, in addition to just gonna go ahead and wash my clothes as well because it was wash day. So I'm headed to the laundromat as well, but first a stop at Target to get some laundry detergent. I washed my sheets, and I even flipped this thing a couple times, like every 10 minutes. I learned the first time I washed it, and it is still wet in some areas, so just kind of pulled this back a little bit to see if it'll dry by the time it's time for us to go to bed tonight. So now I'm just gonna put up my laundry and just rest for the rest of the day.
Yo, hey, make sure y'all get out there and vote today, man. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real out here. Vote, and after you vote, go exercise. If you vote today, if you vote this morning, and then you go exercise, you're gonna really feel good. You hear me? That way later on you can eat a cheeseburger, then you ain't gotta be feeling bad about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Good morning. So I am going out to vote, and my mom said that since a lot of people did early voting, that the lines are not that long from watching the news, so we'll see. There's something somber about election day this year, you know, like it's like it doesn't feel like hopeful. Usually my husband and I vote together on election day. However, he opted to mail in his ballot and he didn't even tell me, and I'm like, what the heck? Okay, like, did they change the voting site? Because there's like, oh, I don't know what the heck is going on here. I don't know if they're, okay. So I'm at my voting site where I usually vote, but I don't see, like, you know how you see a bunch of people out here? So I just finished voting. Bam! I got my sticker and I walked in and out. Like, there was not a line, but as I'm leaving, the line is getting really super crazy now. So it's all in God's hands is what I will say at this point. It's all in God's hands, of course. In addition to my sticker, I got my baby a sticker as well that says future voter because she couldn't be with me today. So what are my plans for today? I'm gonna head to Bed Bath & Beyond. I need to pick up a picture frame, but first I need to get some gas. So this is the frame that I got from Bed Bath & Beyond for my picture, and I'll show you guys once I frame that. I needed a hammer, but they didn't sell hammers, and how our hammer just up and disappeared, who knows. The next thing I'm gonna do for today is meal prep. Just like a couple of meals, probably just one meal, because I am beat. I didn't realize how poor my endurance had gotten throughout the time that I'm sick. I have some tuna that I made, and then some lemon pepper chicken with some French green beans, and that'll be my lunch.
Brand new whip that's popping.
I'm hungry here in space. What's my crispy honey? Bunches of oats.
Why are you vlogging and not saying?
What you got going on in here?
Finishing up my meal prep. So I just finished prepping my meals for the next couple of days, and I'm swamped. It is 3:17 and I am beat. And somebody's on their way to work and driving today. She's getting more comfortable, so that's really good.
Yeah. I drove on the belt for the last time. And I merged over by myself.
Good. So I got some goodies in the mail today. I do take CBD oil. So I started taking CBD oil last year, and actually it was one of the things that helped me to wean off of Xanax. And I had been off of Xanax completely and not doing any medication for anxiety from October of last year up until I think July or August of this year. And that's when everything kind of went haywire, because my triggers were pretty much everything that's going on in the world right now. The CBD oil worked really well for me. Now I will tell you, the CBD oil from Joy Organics that I use is broad spectrum, so there's absolutely no THC. Green Roads, I just started with this company like a month or two ago, and their CBD oil is full spectrum, which means there is up to 0.3% THC. Why I decided to go with this company: one, because I found them because I am a first responder, or healthcare professional rather, that they had a discount, a significant discount, and they were highly rated, and so I decided to go with them. And I actually have slept really well. I only use the CBD oil at night. My first order was just one of these, which is just the oil, the full spectrum oil. And of course I got all three. I got two of the oils and one of the gummies. Cannot beat the discount for being a medical professional. And so I'm trying to save as much money as I can, because CBD oil is expensive. So this is the photo that I decided to hang in my closet. I know there's a little bit of a glare, but my family loves this photo. This photo to me means so much to me, because on our cross-country trip where this was taken at White Sands National Park, but it just resonates with me because it just shows so much of how I felt on this trip, how beautifully amazing and peaceful this trip was. So, and I have hung my picture in my closet, and this is about as good as it gets. It just took me forever and so many attempts measuring and remeasuring, but that is it. I absolutely love it with the frame. Oh my God, it just shows where I'm trying to go, the energy I was feeling at the moment. I just love this photo. This is just a better look at my photo and how amazing it looks in my closet. Oh my gosh, I absolutely adore this photo.